Let me get this.
We're live. Oh, let's. How does this? There it is. There it is. There's the chat. Oh, we had a beautiful day here. It did start to get a little hot, y'all, today.
Yep.
Pumping up the birth tub. Oh boy. Hang in there, Spence.
Oh, that's Spence?
Yeah, I was wondering. I knew his wife was due like any second. Birth tub. Oh boy. Hold on a second. I'll pause that, you know.
Oh, Mark Edwards. Man.
Mark Edwards.
That's dedication.
We're just getting some dinner.
Yep. Yeah, we just got done a long, hard day of kind of chilling and then working a little bit too as well.
I was digging trenches.
Yeah.
Mine wasn't much chilling today.
No.
But
We were chilling.
I'm trying to manage the water out back. So trying to develop for all the water that we catch and redistribute. I'm just digging like trenches between the trees, kind of around the trees, but with it equidistant, far enough away from the tree so that it doesn't, so that it's just hitting the root system. And if I can get these trenches just right, hopefully I'm not doing the drip system in the back orchard just because it's just always springing leaves and different things. It's just always a challenge because there's so many trees. So I'm gonna try this trench system, and I think it's gonna work.
Yeah,
it's working so
mom's in the kitchen, getting ready for Sunday, and then James. Did James make that carrot?
Mr. Solus, James is making carrot cake.
He made carrot cake. So, and now he's making salad dressing. So they will be
dressing.
joining us in just a second here. So, how is everyone doing?
Mr. Solus is on. Diane Brody from
Nice.
SoCal. Daughter of the Almighty and Mama for Lori.
How's the drought?
Anybody in North Panhandle of Texas can give me an update on the drought up there?
No, we're talking about the drought
The drought into what?
in Southern California.
Diane, is there a drought in SoCal? Well, there's been a drought in SoCal for like
Carlos.
a decade.
They're in a drought now.
Because of the schmelt. Yeah, that's all manufactured
Mm-hmm.
by the they, them, those.
Yep.
Because of the way they manage the water.
Yep. Pumped or dry.
Carrot cake is a favorite. It's an all-time favorite
It is delish.
of myself.
Carrot bread.
This
It's gonna
is
be carrot bread.
carrot bread. So hopefully it will be as moist as carrot cake.
It should be.
It's gonna be low sugar BTV.
Low
Adriana
sugar.
Munoz from New York. We send our
Ah.
condolences, Adriana, sorry. Hello from Michigan. All right, planted half your garden. Good job. Good job. You only got to plant it once. You only have to plant a garden once a year, so.
Yep.
Deborah Tomlin's in East Texas. Howdy,
Nice.
neighbor. Howdy. I'm going to take a bite of dinner.
Yeah, today we did a little bit of horse work today with our horses. Our horses needed much love and attention, TLC. Mainly they were all doing really good. They're all growing out really, really well, filling out. And we dedicated like 3 hours or 4 hours today, and we washed them all. And it was a really good day to wash them because it's nice and hot, but we were able to do it underneath some trees for shade and everything like that. So we combed out all of their manes and their tails and their forelocks and everything like that. And now they're really, really shiny now. So that was super exciting that we were able to do that because they look pretty neglected, but working.
Oh, we love chilling in the garden.
Hi from Queensland, Australia.
Hello from El Salvador. Well, this is just a plethora, a cacophony of folks from around the globe. I just used the word cacophony in a sentence.
Yeah, for real.
I'm not playing Scrabble.
Yeah, so this week I was working. Well, we were working several different places this week. This week we were working in Marshall. and we were doing a big welding job over there. We did 460 feet of fencing, and that is steel fencing. So we had to set about 46. Probably at the end of it was about 50 posts. We dropped about two pallet loads of concrete, and yeah, it was super fun.
They don't work. They don't work for a company. They pick up their own jobs.
Yeah, hard. If you work really hard, that is. I mean, we have no advertisement, and we have plenty enough side hustles. Just if you have a really good work ethic, it spreads like wildfire through the grapevine, around here. So, I had the guy that's doing all the forestry work for us and everything. He was like, "Yeah, these boys have a sawmill and everything," and he was like, "Oh yeah, that would be great." So he's hiring me out right now to cut up a couple trailer loads full of cedars too, as well. But the other thing that he does is he builds ponds, so and does a bunch of other stuff too. He'll do grading and some other things like that. So I might need to hire him for over at the ranch.
They were using an auger, a tractor attachment.
Yes, a tractor attachment on the back of an auger attachment on the back of a tractor. We burnt through 2 augers, just the blade spinning cork part, not the motor, thank the Lord. But because the tractor that we were using was probably a 60 horsepower, could have been a 70 horsepower tractor or so. And the one time we were going down, and then it snagged a root or a gigantic rock, and the tractor just went, and it just totally destroyed the tip of it. And instead of the fins of the auger being like this, they went boop, and they just flattened right out. So we heated them back up and straightened them back out again, and we were able to get a couple more holes in. And then we ran to Tractor Supply and picked up another one, burnt that one out almost instantly. So it was fun.
Gary from Washington's on.
Hey, Gare. So, let's see.
Hey, Omas, how long has y'all's drought been out there in West Texas? I know y'all haven't gotten any rain. It's weird how those bands come right up the middle. A lot of times they miss us. It rained very hard last night, though, while we were sleeping. It rained very hard. It woke me up. One day of rain that hit most of the panhandle. That's been a blessing, especially since we're hitting high 90s. Yeah. Wow.
I still haven't turned on my camera, too. I forgot that it was going to rain last night. So I accidentally left my camera in the buggy. And it was like, I guess it rained sideways, so I haven't turned it on yet, so I guess we'll see how it does.
Me and Texas Mom are going to take the side-by-side over to the ranch after the live on a little date to see. We had some timber harvested from the ranch, so
15 Mack truckloads.
Yep, 15 trailer loads. So.
And yeah, that's a lot of wood. And they did a really good job, really good for what equipment they were using. With that big, gigantic equipment, I was actually thinking the ground was going to be more destroyed than it is, and it's barely even harmed. So,
getting hay near Houston, I mean, it's just like you need to use the neighborhood network.
Yep.
That's your best chance of getting hay. That's what we do. You just have to start asking around to the other cow folk. And that's really, I mean, we're kind of in hay country. A lot of people grow hay here.
Yep. Organic hay. That's the other thing too is, I mean, we don't buy organic hay. Nobody around here does organic hay.
Yeah.
If it was,
just don't want it sprayed.
If it was a decent price and everything, we would buy organic hay, or if we could even get it.
You can't even get it.
You can't even get it, so it's not even an option out there. So, yeah. And I've had hay that in the past couple live streams I talked about that we rolled it out and it had graze on or Roundup or something, and it killed a bunch of grass, and then where the grass was super thin, a bunch of weeds popped back on up.
We're near Longview. If you know where Longview is.
Ah, silly wabbit.
Oh, silly rabbit. Finally made the live stream. Live from
Nice.
Cookville. All right. So we've
Nugget.
been having some busy weeks.
Yep. Definitely.
I did a live stream earlier for whoever got a chance to watch it. While they were over there working the horses, I was wiking in the food forest, digging trenches. Midland, man, we just got Texas in the house.
The other thing too is when we were over on our welding job, there was a gigantic mulberry tree there, and if we do go back there, I want to take some cuttings off of it because it was loaded with mulberries. But it had those big palm leaves, so like big round ones.
Yeah.
So I don't know what type.
Awesome.
That is.
It's hard to say.
But it looks like the same leaves back here with the one that's all the way to the right that's leaning over the fence a little bit over there. The giant mulberry or whatever.
That's
it is.
leaning over the fence. That's a Illinois everberry. Here comes James, y'all. And then Hicks is a very popular southern variety, and we have we have 3 mulberry trees that are cranking out the gallons a day, and it's real funny. I'll post a picture on Instagram, but it was like a plate like this full that they picked in like 5 minutes, and it was like eradicated because people always say, "What are you gonna do with all the fruit?" It lasts like seconds. We've yet to produce a crop that just doesn't get immediately consumed.
Yep.
I'm thinking that this is the year. I think this is gonna. We got a lot of Okies in the house.
For real.
We really love going up to Broken Bow.
Yeah.
We love Okie.
Yep. Yeah, and that Okie Homestead meetup is in June of 2023.
Yeah, it's gonna be in June this year.
So that is going to be roasty toasty.
Yeah, they didn't think that one through.
No, they didn't think that.
No,
one
I think
through.
they did. I think they got it. I think they got it when they could.
Oh, that was like the only.
Yeah,
time.
thankfully it's in Oklahoma, not Texas.
Yeah, that is true. So it is going to be a little bit cooler.
10 degrees cooler. There.
Barely. Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, we got more Tennessee people in the house. Bethlehem, PA.
Daggum.
All right.
Bro, your favorite part of the meal?
Texas mom picks me some fresh salad. Here,
It's
just
got
Oh, was there-
parsley,
But did
romaine,
James make the
yes.
sauce?
Didn't you make the secret sauce?
Salad dressing.
and
Yeah.
I even put some mint in there for you.
Go ahead, throw some in there.
It's good for
I
you.
need
I
the
always
sauce, though.
submerge my salad.
in the
See?
sauce?
I submerge the taste under my food so that I
See?
can.
You eat your greens.
You gotta eat your greens, y'all. You gotta get your roughage.
There you go.
It's good
You
for
gotta get your roughage.
That's
It
good.
protects you from the droplets.
Mm-hmm.
The droplets.
Can you go ahead and get
Do you want some?
that salad dressing?
Oh, let's see.
So the other crazy thing that happened this week too, speaking about
Lots of crazy things.
the whole YouTube, the YouTube and everything. Actually, one of Justin Rhodes' videos actually got taken down. Actually, I don't know how
Really?
many people know about that, but
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, his last one where
Yep.
where all of his
kids just went out and filmed.
kids were doing chores and filmed it.
Yeah, they just filmed each other doing it.
Oh, dude.
He was breaking all the unknown rules that nobody knows
And
if you're ever
Justin doesn't
breaking
even
it.
talk about barely anything on YouTube.
Yeah.
No.
Still,
He doesn't do any politics or anything. So, but the one thing that he does do is he grows his own food
Mhm.
Yeah.
and raises his family,
They don't like.
and they don't like that.
like it.
No.
They would prefer to not have it.
Yep.
That's why Justin literally made his own.
Deal.
Yeah, his own his own platform. That's what you got to do. If we had more time and better traction, we'd probably do that too. Pennsylvania mom. Irma's got a wild mulberry. Yeah, the mulberries are out of control.
Here, I'll take
Wonderfully
some,
delicious this
James.
year. So yeah, for a salad trick, if you just submerge your salad under whatever you're eating,
Yes.
and then you just kind of scarf it down like a. If any of y'all have like a large dog, that's kind of how I do it.
Inhale it.
And so that way you don't have to chew it or taste
Oh.
it or
It's true.
anything.
Look how beautiful that is, though. That's our green beans from last year, our salad.
From the
and
garden.
Our pasta
Yeah, our lentil pasta that we
and
grow.
our beef.
We grow our, no, that is our beef. We don't grow lentil pasta, y'all.
We don't.
So
You could make lentil pasta. Why don't you
I
make
could.
Texas mom? Why don't you
I
make your
could.
own lentil pasta?
I could make my own pasta.
If there was 3
I
more
know-
hours in a day,
know
I could do a lot of
homemade
things.
pasta. Oh man, homemade pasta. Don't
Oh,
talk about
homemade
it.
pasta is killer.
Don't talk about it.
Forget about it.
Oh, so James found something really cool this
What
week.
did you find, James?
That
Fire it, boy.
Oh, and then I'm going to tell you how we're practicing for off-grid laundry this week. But anyway,
Uh-oh.
James found out that if you go straight to Pamela's products, I think it's called Pamela'sProducts.com. Pamela's flour, she has a lot of different products. Well, it is $60 for a 25-pound bag of the bread flour, which is the one that we like. There's the artesian,
it's so healthy.
and then there's the
I put this
bread
in
flour
sauce
mix.
or something.
And we do prefer the bread flour mix just because you
I
don't
do
have
that
to add in the
spices.
other extra stuff to bake with it. So anyway,
Something's in there,
$60
thank you.
instead of $100, which I just bought a bag on Amazon this week for $100, and then James told me that it was on Pamela's directly. It still is, guys. It's not a special deal or anything for $60. So
No.
that's where
I
I'll be
can't
buying
taste
it.
And it's free shipping.
Yep.
And free shipping.
Did
So,
you already order it?
I ordered mine from Amazon
Who
because
would
I
have thought they would have
didn't know about the deal.
genetically engineered the food? I never would have thought they would do that.
Really? The government's not out there to hurt us.
Is it this?
That's not the government, dude. That's the technocrats.
Or just
That's the.
This new dressing is my favorite dressing.
Is this on the website?
Isn't
That's
it?
parsley.
What is that? Isn't that?
Parsley.
That's parsley, but something you put in here tastes very healthy.
The broccoli leaves.
Oh,
Parsley.
dang it!
No,
It's the parsley.
broccoli leaves are pretty.
It's a parsley.
Sweet.
I can handle parsley.
So my dryer broke.
Is it
In other
parsley
news.
or is it
My Speed Queen
It's not cilantro.
dryer broke. In other news,
Which is so weird. It was like no warning. It's just like,
it's officially 5 years old, and
boom?
it got the memo that all modern
That all-
appliances.
And that the warranty was over,
It's like
and
oh,
the motherboard fried. We tried to get when we bought our Speed Queen dryer. We wanted the old analog, but they don't
but
have
that's
them
not
anymore.
the motherboard. I'm telling you.
and it's not the motherboard.
No,
it's
it's
the motor.
But you still have to replace the
Because
motherboard
the barrel,
and
when
the
you turn it
motor.
on, it goes
Ah.
boom, 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 boom. So something came on screwed. Or
And
something.
the guy said that
Something came undone, so it makes it kick onto this mode where it's like telling you not to go because
it's $200 for them to come out, but it's altogether it's $900 for a new motherboard and a new motor for it, and you can't get them. There aren't any in this country, and there's no time frame of when they'll get them.
Oh,
You can go on a waiting list,
Well,
and
let's have James go in there
They'll
and tinker around and see if he can fix it.
they'll release like 3 of them, and then that's it. So we're just doing laundry old school, guys. I have my dryer rack and my drying rack, and I'm just staying super diligent with the laundry
Thank you, Texas Mom.
and doing it first thing in the morning, and then it has all day to dry.
Friends Only Me wants to know if all of our children are homeschooled. Yes, we love our children, and they were given to us to train. So we
I
do.
go to private Christian school.
You get a private Christian school. Why do you do that? Who pays for that nonsense?
Right.
Are you in the Abeka program in the
They're-
private Christian school?
They're all homeschooled. They're all homeschooled. They've always been homeschooled.
Do you go to private Christian school so that you can play flag in the flag football scholastic
Texas Dad,
championship?
don't get ornery.
What? It was an honest question. Honest
He
question.
got really ornery last week. And listen,
What did
we
I?
have new friends, and they don't know us that well yet. And
New
I
friends.
don't want
To scare them away.
them to think that you're
We don't have any
stranger
friends.
than you are.
We don't have any friends.
You have potential friends, and you
It's a
need to be
potential
nice.
person.
Kinda like nugget.
Yeah,
Kind of like a nugget.
keep them wound in.
Mmm.
You eat so gracefully.
Mmm. It's so yummy, y'all. I feel so healthy.
You must have got like the bad stuff inside because mine tasted fine. Well, somebody's trying to call me.
Oh boy. So you told him about
Might be Yaz.
Yeah.
yeah, the neighbor. We have to go meet with him.
sir.
Hmm.
Oh, just chilling out in the house.
We're all out of focus. We shouldn't be out of focus. And it could be your data buffering or our data buffering. But we should have super awesome connectivity, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Because our,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ping and see what's up. Do I have my ping on here?
Yeah.
Oh, so we had some areas cleared out over at the ranch property.
Yeah, we were talking about that, Mama.
Oh, you did.
I told him that me and you were going on a date over there to, on the side by side to check it out.
It looks really good.
Oh, okay.
Lots of potential places to build.
Yeesh.
Okay, yeah, that's so impressive.
Lots of constructions.
Do we talk about the price of land in Texas right now?
Holy guacamole, y'all.
It's like California.
Dude, the prices are like, they're like
High.
Yeah,
times
they're-
3
Yeah, times
what they were.
a little bit more than times 3. But it all comes with the excessive digitization and it's
It's insane.
the printing of money. It's got to go somewhere, and when they pump the balance sheet, it's got to go somewhere, And it's real interesting with all this, with the crypto crash and everything else, and if people decide to start pulling out of those synthesized markets, it's gonna really make it's setting the real estate market up for a massive pop crash.
Can I talk about my new favorite channel that I found on YouTube this week? Whippoorwill Holler Homestead.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Go check out Whippoorwill Holler Homestead. I love her. Lori, she's like the best.
Monday morning?
Is a bed
Alright.
bad?
What's it?
Yeah.
I don't know, a bed.
Yeah.
Is a bed bad? The cost of homes are unaffordable. That's the point. That's why they do it.
And then,
Oh,
Insane.
a Becca. You're saying is a Becca bad?
gotcha. Okay.
We used a Becca.
It's just cheesy. I mean, well, what's cheesy is when you pay to send your kids to private Christian school, and then the num that runs it puts all the kids on a Becca. Like, well, we could sit home and do that in less than 2 hours, and you could get a poor education at home
I don't
rather
really
than paying.
like the pre-box curriculums that much. It's just my personal thing.
We're just outside of the box,
But
y'all.
I mean,
We live
but I
outside
do
the box.
understand that if you're just getting started, the box curriculum helps to, to know where to start and things like that. It's a good start. But we've been homeschooling for 16 years now, longer.
Yeah, I do believe that the science portion of a Becca was written by a Unitarian, which is interesting, but I digress. I believe that's accurate.
So we're pretty eclectic homeschoolers, even though I love the good and the beautiful, and that would be considered a box curriculum. But
And we know that that's run by Mormons.
that's Mormons. So there you go.
There you go. Our government's run by devils, so gotta, So what do you know? So there you go. Well, you're not gonna pay your taxes. Did I bait and switch? What's going on?
Oh my. Oh my. So you've been out for 2 days
I've been out.
working
Mm-hmm.
on your trees.
Dell from H-Town.
I get to go hang out with the kids at the ranch most of the morning and afternoon, early afternoon.
Yes, Texas mom lives a life of leisure, y'all.
It was super fun.
Yeah, it was great. I'm glad that they can go have fun and enjoy the ranch.
We don't get over
I
there
love
as
the
much
horses. I love riding horses, and I ride the horses once a year.
Yeah.
Me and Texas mom.
Yeah. Alright, that's
We'll have more horseback riding time sometime.
Yeah, eventually. Well, hey, we'll be riding horses a lot when gas hits $15 a gallon. Just be like, here, hi ho, Silver. Let's go to
Oh,
town
boy.
to
So
do nothing.
Do nothing.
So yeah, we got thrown a curveball this week with
Wait, you're not going to town.
with the dryer not working. So that's been good practice for my off-grid preparedness skills.
I just don't know why it would just like, break itself. I don't know what would make it break. Did someone
I
like
do.
put like something way too big in it?
No, there's a little resistor on the circuit board, and it says at the end of 5 years, you just go bad. And
And
No, but it's the whole drum is like kicking around. It's
yeah,
not just the
and he said with that thumping
sulfur
noise,
springs.
he said it's just it's
Motor.
probably the whole motor has gone.
but it still spins, so the motor.
I mean, I don't understand it. I only ran it 24/7 for 5 years straight.
Yeah, why would it give up? That's so weird.
Divina said they like some history documentaries to watch. What do we suggest? We like all those Edwardian wartime farm, Edwardian farm. They did like 4 or 5 series that were really excellent.
By the-
Excellent. It was
by the BBC.
yeah, it was
Wartime Farm,
yeah,
Wartime
wartime farm,
Farm.
Edwardian farm,
Tudor Farm.
Tudor farm, and then they did like a
Is that castle one?
they did a castle one, which is neat, and then they did
They did that food one, didn't they? What was the food one that we watched?
yes, was that wasn't that was wartime farm? Is that what you're thinking of?
I think it was still the
They had a lot
BBC.
on
The
food.
BBC did a thing. We'll try to find it and link it, but it was like food through the centuries or something like that, and it was really. It talked about the rationing that went on, and how long the food rationing went on in Europe. I
And
think
that was all.
that was like through World War One.
Yeah, and that whole
II.
thing was all set up too. That wasn't that was by design. That wasn't a
And that was really cool. And then it talked about, how mass food came on the scene, and how like fast food and all the things, how they promoted it, how they kind of really changed the way that we eat. That was really cool. I think it was called like Food Through the Centuries or something like that. That was really cool. Yeah, history. Oh, what's it called? World War II in Living Color? Is it World War II?
that was all World War II footage. Yes.
Yes, that was super.
It's called, I think it's
Crazy.
called World War II in Living Color. We also love, that's very good. It's very benign. It just kind of goes through.
Much like World War II, very benign.
But what's the other World War documentary that we watched? It was
World War One.
World War III. I mean, last week.
No, it was
That
really
one?
good. I'll have to find it. But anyway, and then we love
Gotta laugh or cry, y'all.
we love Finding Hitler.
Hunting Hitler.
Hunting Hitler. I would say Finding Hitler.
They
Hunting,
didn't
found
find him.
Hunting Hitler. That's on Amazon Prime. I think.
Now, here's the thing that you have to recognize when you find Hitler is the
What's
proof
the world?
the proof of Hitler and the fact that our government and Operation Paperclip. I mean, finding Hitler is the admission that Operation Paperclip really happened. And if we were supposedly fighting the evil Nazis in World War II, then why did we pack up the worst of 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 them and bring them all here?
And why did we fund them?
set
like
'em up.
$2 billion or more dollars
Yeah.
or whatever.
And we set them up as the head of the technocracy and Volno von Braun and the space race and all these guys. Why did we do that? And why did we hide Hitler in South America?
Yep.
Why did we do that?
Yeah. Well, and the other thing with that documentary, it's excellent. It's very, very good. And it's a series, and you'll be addicted to it.
Literally.
Until you watch it through. And we've watched it through a couple times
Yeah,
now.
twice.
But it's really cool. But the other thing that they don't touch on is, like, they act like Hitler was, like, this one-man show. Like, that there wasn't, like, all of these other people. And at one point they say, like, oh, there were, like, there were like all
Accomplices.
like when World War II came to an end, there were all these people all these ships and different things and airplanes
U-boats
and
and
U-boats
everything.
that just went unaccounted for. Like
Yep,
they just
disappeared.
disappeared and they never found.
A lot of it has to do with.
But they never go further into it, like that there could
That
be.
was
Right.
it.
Where are all of
Right.
those bad guys too? Because it wasn't just like one bad guy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So anyway, but that's a really good one.
And what's very interesting about all that, to tie it to current day history, is the Ukraine and the Izak Battalion, which is absolutely a self-professing neo-Nazi group. So what you do, if you know anything about like
They are.
Al-Qaeda and how the CIA set up Al-Qaeda and all this stuff, well, if you take a neo-Nazi group and you fund them and arm them, right?
Yeah.
So that they can free themselves while you systematically destroy your own people and steal all their guns and steal all their food and steal all their property and starve them to death. Thanks. If you do that, what it allows you to do is you can, at the flip of a switch or the flip of a hat, you can say, oh, these guys are Nazis. They're bad. We really messed up. And then you can flip on them and the whole stupid donkey wheel continues to spin. And the only dummies are the ones that believe the propaganda. Simply Jan. So there you go. But that's all real history, y'all. It's all in a book somewhere. You can find it. You can read it.
Carlos said, have you ever had Irish settler boots? No, Irish settler boots are really super nice, but they're
Yeah.
really expensive. So never
That's
had
what
them.
those were called. Irish.
They're
settler
really
boots.
they're really nice, but they're extremely.
I'll
Carlos
have to
also
look
said,
at
I
them.
think most of NASA's founders were Nazis, and they were.
Yeah.
And NASA NASA has nothing to do about going to the moon.
Nope.
If you want to, look, I don't think the Earth's flat. Sorry, Pete. Peter, if you're watching, I don't think the Earth's flat. I am a geocentric. I do believe that the God's created Earth is in the center of His creation. I don't believe it's flat though, by general observation. But here's the thing: NASA is absolutely a propaganda arm of the military, and
Yeah.
everything that's going on up there is all military, and that's why I don't trust Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And now all of a
Slimy as a
sudden,
snake.
Jeff Bezos is like tweeting all like he's like pro freedom and whatever.
Yeah, right.
And he's got to try to pretend to be what Elon Musk is pretending to be. So, I mean, Elon Musk and Starlink is Project Blackjack, y'all. And he's made his billions off the military
And how about
industrial
that crazy
complex.
thing that we saw when we were down at Padre Island,
Which one?
shooting across the
Yeah.
water,
I don't know what it was.
heading towards
I
the
saw
Starlink.
it. I saw it.
Definitely wasn't a dolphin.
And it was
Definitely wasn't a fish.
And no
heading
fish.
towards Starlink. It was, or Starbase, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Starbase.
Starbase.
And I mean, come on, that whole thing. You go down there, we went
crazy.
there. It's total propaganda. Total propaganda. Yo, Junior, what
What's-
you doing, bud?
Well, it's kind of a
What's taking forever? The ship.
His Irish settler boots.
Oh, he bought.
They're still making the leather still.
oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Are you getting
Nice.
it? Are you getting the boots customly made?
Apparently.
Wow.
Apparently he's getting them custom
What
made.
company are you getting them? Or is that the
No,
company?
It's Irish settler boots.
Is that's the company? Okay, that's not
Yeah,
the
that's-
type of boot.
No, that's
It's Irish setter, right? Not Irish settler. It's Irish setter like the dog.
Is
Setter.
it setter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Irish setter.
What was Mark saying? I can't see from here.
He was talking about Jeff Bezos'
Oh,
rocket ship that can only go into the stratosphere like all the rocket ships. We haven't seen any of them
Salad?
actually go into outer space past the Van Allen belt. Hello, my flat earth friends. I'm here for you. There's a ton of Nazis in Chile. They still there. There's a ton of Nazis in
Argentina.
Ukraine too.
mm-hmm.
And since George Soros in 2016 and their color revolution, the Ukraine has been killing Ukrainians for a very long time. And how anybody would even know? And hey, Russia is not pure, pristine, but
No.
how would anybody even know who's blowing what up in the Ukraine?
No.
I mean, we could easily be blowing stuff up in the Ukraine. I know Blackwater's licking his chops to get in there. I read 2 articles about that. I mean,
He said, "No, I'm just joking. They're just taking so long to ship. They're actually tanning the leather, and it's Irish setter."
It's Irish setter. They use the skin of an Irish setter?
Oh,
Dang.
Wow, that's not very
come
American.
on.
They're really
It's
nice
not even
boots.
cowhide. They use like dog hide.
Husband.
Oh, sorry.
Husband.
Sorry, you said it was Irish setter.
The guy probably just really liked dogs or something.
Dell wants to know how the build's going.
Which one?
Which one? Which build, Dell? There are several build projects. They do all eventually kind of stall.
Well,
I did get the ridge cap for
they
the
had
shop.
to work off of the farm, what, 2 days,
It's cow.
3 days this week?
Yeah, and I just got a phone call that I just took. We're actually going to be working on Monday.
Oh, okay.
So,
Working on more fence?
working on more fence.
More welding.
Not dog, cow leather.
Lots of fencing. Lots of fencing. And you got a million projects here too,
Yeah.
aside from your building projects. But your one building project is like, well, the shop. You're still
Yeah.
working on
Yep.
the shop.
Slowly but
Mr.
surely.
Solis says hi, Junior.
Hi.
You just get out of the tub if you can't tell.
And then the other giant project that you've been working on kind of keeps taking turns.
Yeah.
They're filming it though. They're
Yeah.
filming it.
We thought
We thought very bad things.
yeah, we thought we blew a hole in it. But we might not have, so.
You'll get to
Oh,
see.
the shop, yeah. So we got the ridge cap for the shop.
If you hear us kind of say, like, there's kind of two shops right now, but the shop with all of our tools in it, for the time being, we haven't done any remodeling in there yet. But the roof is now done over there, and if we will finish up the flooring in it, put the
And
ridge cap.
we were just looking at the windows today that are not
Yeah.
available, but I think Lowe's has a version that's available.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
They went from $150 to $200 windows, so that's cool.
And they're not available anymore.
Yeah, and they're not available. They're literally $50 more a window, and they're not available.
I
so.
can't imagine trying to build right now.
No.
I just can't imagine it.
Crazy.
Like
Everything
literally,
changes
if
week
you
to week.
hesitate, like if you're like, I don't know if we should do that, and then if you wait a couple days, boom, it's like $50 to $100 more. That'd be crazy.
So crazy. It's so crazy. I couldn't believe what land was. Like when we started
Yeah.
looking at land, I'm like, are you kidding me?
There we go. There we go. That's better. Good idea, Mark.
It's crazy.
James was cut out of the picture there.
What is available?
So Mark asked me what is available? Yeah. What is available anymore? Great question. Nothing's available. Yeah, we are sending 40 billion. What? We're sending 40 more billion to the Ukraine, by the way.
Dollars?
Yeah, in dollars. It's gonna be great.
On top of all of the people in the Netherlands are giving up their homes, and I'm
to
pretty
refugees.
for refugees, and I'm not quite sure, but I was talking to Pete about it, and I forget if it's all homes in the Netherlands or if it's only the homes that have
More.
a mortgage on them. But I think it's only the homes that have a mortgage on
Probably,
them.
Yeah.
And he said pretty much everything over there is like he said. There's really no such thing as like a 10-year-old pickup truck. They're all like very new cars and everything over there, and all the houses. Nobody really has a lot of money, so the banks over there literally own everything. So
Well, it would be similar to here that most people have a mortgage on
Yep.
their home.
Yep.
Most
Yep,
people
exactly.
don't own their home
a
flat
lot of
out.
people, and yeah,
So the government could just come in, like, I mean, that's what they're doing over there is
Yep.
the government's just
Yep.
coming
So,
in
yeah,
and
they're-
saying, no,
yep.
you,
So they're taking these people that have these mortgages on their houses and everything, and putting them in these camps and stuff until I guess the war's over or whatever. Who even knows?
You ain't getting your house back.
No.
No, it's all cultural. It's all critical theory.
Yeah.
I talked about that earlier. But Crazy. It's interesting times.
It is interesting times that we are in, that is for sure.
Yeah. It's an exciting time to be alive. Junior scratching my back.
Oh, I think someone's asking about
What?
the pressure canner. I think that she was able to find one locally. So
Didn't you try ordering one and it just never
never
came?
came. Yeah.
Where did you weren't charged for it though, right?
Well, because the Carry pressure canner and also the Nesco pressure canner, which are exactly the same two pressure canners. They just have different labels on them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I haven't checked in the past week or so, but they took them off of Amazon. Like they're not even on Amazon, or they weren't a couple weeks ago. I don't know. It's hard to keep up, guys, but they weren't there. And then, so I was looking for other places to find one, and thinking I wanted to add another one to my, because I can't use the regular big manual pressure canner like the Presto or the All-American canner. It's too heavy for my glass top stove, and I've already wrecked a glass top stove by doing that with the weight of it. So then I would have to have a gas burner or do it outside, and I am not pressure canning outside in 100 degrees. It's just not happening. So and it's just a lot to pay attention to and all of that. I've used a regular pressure canner before. So I was looking for another electric pressure canner, and they were nowhere to be found. Not the kind that I have, which is the Nesco. And I really prefer the Nesco because I think that the design is a better design than the what was the other one? The Presto that I had.
Presto.
The Presto has that little
Lock on the lid. Right?
yeah, that little green plastic lock, and that's what broke on me. And I don't know why would they would use such a cheap like plastic lock. That's something that's gonna have so much weight bearing on it. I don't know. It doesn't make good sense to me why they designed it that way. So mine broke after about a year. So I don't really want to buy another one of them.
What did Carlos say?
Does Matt and James prefer wallets or card holders?
Wallet card holders.
You guys like your
We
extras
like our wallet card holders.
that
Well,
are.
show them what it is.
I don't have mine. Mine's
You
out
know
in the tiny
James
house.
has his.
Oh, yeah.
It's this. This is the extra wallet.
We've been using that for what, like
Show 'em how
6
the
months
cards work.
now?
So it has a button right here, and the cards slide up, and then it opens up. Yeah, it has a money clip.
James is a baller. He's got
And then it
tons of
has-
cash in there.
And then it has.
I bet you James has more money in his
Card.
wallet than I have in my wallet.
I'm sure it does.
And then it has
James
like a
holds
slot
all the
here
money.
for like all other kinds of cards
Yes.
that aren't like
And-
this is where I keep gift cards.
And they're theft proof too because it's a steel box. That is-
and
got that
and the
inside.
back has a solar powered
GPS
That
tracker.
is crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So
Now, that's super cool because like if you leave it
So cool.
if you leave it at your house, like your wallet, and you walk out the door, and if you did have a phone, and if it
it'll
had the app,
all let you.
like on mom's phone, it'll alert and be like, hey, you left your phone at the house. Turn around and get it before you leave.
Stephen Adams said, I just wanted you all to know that thanks to your boys James and Matt, I spent over $130 on Wrangler Western shirts at Wally World.
Uh-oh.
I bought one and liked it so much, I bought every other color they have.
Wow.
That's kind of the disease that we have sometimes.
Yes,
so.
you're actually in a t-shirt, which is
I'm in a
weird.
t-shirt.
Will,
It's very weird.
I've
to
dirtied
see.
all
Oh,
of
no,
them
hold on a
this
second.
week.
Let me
Oh,
see.
okay.
Let me see if I can
And I
get
have to save my one last one for tomorrow for Sunday. So.
extra link. I should have. We have an extra link.
We actually had it.
It's gonna be a. Was that a
stand?
standalone video?
No, it was in a video.
Yeah, it was in a
I
video.
forget.
We can
where
go
it was.
back and find it and link it for
Yeah,
you.
somebody said, where did we get the wallets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's been a really good wallet, and they're all made in Italy.
Yep.
They're all made in Italy, and I've been loving mine. And
Oh,
mine
awesome.
now has a real nice, pretty patina on it because it's wearing really nice.
What color did you get?
I got a really, really light tan one, and now it's gotten way, way darker.
And so the cool thing is that if you lose it, you can track it.
You can
from
track
your
it down.
phone.
Yep. And on top of that, if you click the button on the wallet, it will actually find your phone for you too. So it's kind of like vice versa.
Sonny said they just learned about Texas power issues and brownouts. We live south of DFW and haven't seen any power problems. Well, we live out in the sticks, and our power was incredibly
Flashy.
intermittent. And in the last 2 years, we have
It's only
had
gotten better.
no power problems, and our co-op has been. I mean, you should see their supply yard. It is stocked. They're planning on rebuilding our whole infrastructure. The other very interesting thing is we were notified with an 8-page letter, and then we got a 45-minute video from our electrical co-op from the whole snow apocalypse thing. And there was a $30 million accrual that was created through the snowstorm. And so I was very concerned. They acted like the sky was falling and they didn't know how it was going to impact everything and all this stuff. Well, we finally got the final reckoning.
Oh man, it's bad.
And
Bad news.
what it amounts to right
Wait,
now,
we
y'all.
need to do a video about this. Don't.
I should
don't
do a
let
video
the
about this.
cat
This
out
is
of that.
incredibly anticlimactic.
Yeah. There wouldn't be much of a video. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
So we get the final reckoning, and our meter surcharge is going from $20 to $21 this year, and to $22 next year.
Man, that's.
And then our kilowatt charge is going from 9.2 cents a watt to 9.5 cents next year and 9.75 cents.
But
the
that's what
following year.
all
Wow.
of the 8 pages
The hype.
and the
Yeah.
video
was like,
conference and the whole
you
thing was
know,
about. Like, we were really.
There was like they were like, there's $3 million and we don't know what to do and blah
30
blah.
minutes.
30
they were
million.
just
Yeah,
like,
$30
you need
million.
to brace yourself for this.
Yeah.
And
We're
all
like,
of this
dude,
stuff.
this
Yeah.
is gonna like 10x. Like,
Mm.
Yeah, we looked into solar. We're still considering different things, but we got a lot of other steps that we got to take before we get to
Mhm.
solar.
Mhm.
Just our appliances.
I mean,
and
we already
all
made
different
one
things.
step. Our dryer broke.
Yeah,
That was a huge leap.
we lessened our
Yeah,
electric
We're
footprint
gonna save
by
like
blowing
50,
up
$50
our
bucks a month just by doing
dryer.
that.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be tremendous.
Oh.
It's addition
One
by
small
subtraction.
Step for mankind. What are we talking about?
Yeah, yeah, and there's lots of other stuffs happening with properties and whatnot. We'll see how it all goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a couple of gas generators, and right now, y'all, if anybody's looking, they have a 22 kW Generac at Sam's Club.
What?
For $5,200 or something crazy. It's a crazy deal.
Wow.
Um,
That is crazy deal.
Weren't you talking about you were going to try to run some of the stuff?
Solar hot water also.
no.
What
Yeah.
were you running off of the solar? Off of your solar? Off of your what
On
is that
battery?
thing called?
Oh no. Well, what I was going to actually do is I was going to contact EcoFlow, and because our OPEZ battery works really, really good for charging and lots of stuff, running our lights and things like that. But when it comes to a high output,
High demand, yeah.
It just doesn't.
high demand type of tool like a circular saw, which all of ours are battery powered, but or a table saw or a chop saw, because we don't have battery powered ones yet. We need something very, very, very high
Yeah,
output.
And EcoFlow can run
They're
like,
epic.
big stuff.
Big stuff, and they
you
have.
can daisy chain them and they can all like add up.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
I want to
really cool.
contact them and see if we can work out some type of partnership there. They have solar panels as well, so they can be charging while we're using it and everything like that. So I guess we'll see.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
We'll see.
We're working on it.
My mom always said, we'll see.
One thing at a time. We would love to just have a good well, like a good
Yeah,
source
that
of water, but it's just
Yeah.
not, and it's not going to
Yeah,
work.
and the
right
price
now.
of wells right now.
Nope.
Yeah, we don't want cobra venom in our water.
So
If people get my my wording there.
Cobra venom.
So, Brandy Nash said, hello from the Ozarks of Arkansas.
Ah,
Beautiful, beautiful country.
outstanding.
Yes.
We actually passed through that twice, and
It's
we were
stunning.
taught from the road it was stunning too. But we were thinking about stopping at that national park that's there or state park, and we forgot to.
We have
should
one
have.
big
Well, it was
rainwater
like
tank.
3 o'clock in the morning.
It was 3 o'clock in the morning, so you're like, you want to stop? No.
We have one big rainwater tank. It's called our pond. We plumbed 2 of the downspouts off of our
Yeah.
house and a 4-inch pipe back to our pond.
Yeah.
So we were going to get water catchment tanks, but we decided to put in a pond instead and pump to the pond.
Eventually, we would like to buy a big water tank and elevate it 4 feet or so,
and pump back from the
and
pond.
then take our Harbor Freight 4-inch pump and pump it out of the pond into there, and then it would. But that's in a
we
perfect
do
world.
have water catchment on all of our roof water from the house goes back to fill up the pond
That's
too.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I just
That's
said.
what
Oh,
she
did you?
just said.
I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
what I
really
said.
tired. I'm really tired.
Texas mom is very tired. She worked very hard today.
I did work really hard today. That pony wore me out.
Today was like her least working day.
I know.
I made dinner
It was delicious.
and I
Except
bathed
when you put the
kids
green
several
stuff.
times.
Tasted
How many
great.
times did I bath each of the little kids?
Probably
today?
3 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
There was
And
like
now
fire
that I
ants,
have the
bee stings.
yeah. Now
chicken
every
poop.
time they take a bath, it waters my pawpaws, so I get excited. I'm like, yeah, take another bath. The pawpaws need more water.
I have not used a dryer, either gas or electric, for probably 20 years.
We are currently, I mean, from a technical standpoint, Mark, we aren't pumping any water into the food forest because it naturally flows. You know, and I've been warned to not speak of my gray water, but
Permaculture design.
from a permaculture design standpoint, we reutilize. All right.
We
You get your water from a
strategically-
spray nearby. Yeah, I wish. Man, that'd be awesome.
That'd be nice.
Now, Legacy has a
Creek.
creek on it,
Yep.
but we'll see what happens to Legacy. There's things in the works, y'all. Things in the works.
There's things.
We'll see. There are things.
There's things.
Life changes,
Life
throws you
comes about.
curveballs.
You hold everything with an open hand, right? Is
Yeah.
that what they say? Oh boy. Just ordered a juicer because of you guys.
All right,
That
keep
is
juicing.
Awesome.
Now, did you order a slow juicer?
Yes.
What kind of juicer did you order?
Yeah, don't get discouraged. If you ordered a juicer and it's horrible and it's like torturous, then send it back.
Yeah, if it's
and-
one of those centrifugal juicers, you are going to look. And I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to discourage you, but you're going to use so much product to create so little juice. So you need a very
Right.
slow juicer, masticating juicer.
We had a Breville before. The Breville
Yeah,
was that
it was a centrifugal juicer. It's just it
wasn't that great.
yeah, it's because it's
We
it-
had 2 Brevels.
yeah,
I mean, it
it's
got
way
us
better
through.
than nothing.
The Breville got us through. I think.
But the Omega that I linked is like $200, and that thing has been rolling for like 2 straight years, juicing every day.
And it gets
is-
out everything. I mean,
Yeah,
the stuff
and
that
it's
comes
a-
out there is bone dry.
She rode the pony today.
She literally rode the pony.
the pony today.
Slow masticating. I like
she
it.
got in the saddle. She
You're
was
gonna
like
love
a
it.
little circus dog.
Like it?
Oh, like a little
You're
circus
gonna love it.
dog.
I'm glad we could influence you to start juicing,
Yes, yes.
It's so delicious too. I mean,
and
it's
it'll
just
be so good for you.
Yes, and just keep it simple. You know?
And everybody's going to ask you, why don't you just eat the fruit? Because it's got the fiber. But the thing is in order to get the phytonutrient value of a glass of juice, you would have to eat a case of fruit. You know,
yeah.
it's basic math, y'all. Ain't that?
Like
And
try to eat 5 pounds of apples and then if you juice 5 pounds of apples, you'll get a couple.
And if you're on a homestead and you compost all your waste, you lose
Yeah,
absolutely nothing.
nothing.
You turn it back into black gold, and then you grow more food from it.
Or
So.
you feed it to the chickens. They
Or you
love
feed it to the chickens, or
Or
you
the
feed it to the
pigs.
ducks, or you feed it to the dogs. The dogs like it.
Our
Thank
chickens.
you.
Oh my goodness.
So she sat in the saddle today, and we
Yep.
walked her around on the pony,
Sat in this saddle.
and she
Whoa.
loved it.
I don't
She
know.
loves the
Nugget's a
ranch.
fun dog. Nugget's a Homestead
She
dog.
wanted to get stepped on by the horses.
She is the number one homesteading dog breed.
I call her number 2, if you know what I mean.
She's
She's a big number 2.
a livestock guardian dog. Come here, Nugget. Come here, Nugget.
Crazy nugget.
Yes, chicken food. Yep, and our pigs loved it. Yeah, so it was super great. And just doing the apples and the carrots, I'm telling you, if you just do that, it's like flooding your body with nutrition.
And if you don't like greens, throw some spinach in there. It'll be good. It'll be good, I promise you. Promise you you're gonna love it.
He juices every day at work.
Hmm. Well, lately I've been slacking.
But
Now that I'm
you-
on a 4-day schedule, I'm working with a much more condensed calendar because I'm still doing the same amount of work in 4 days that I was doing in 5.
Wow.
So yeah, I have less time to do those things that I would prefer to do. But I was home every Friday, and it's wunderbar.
I know we get an
praise the Lord.
extra.
Yes.
We get an
Great.
extra day, which is nice.
Yes, it's wonderful. I get an extra day, and I sleep in.
I know.
It is wonderful.
The week goes by faster.
You're like
Yes.
you're like partially retired.
I know.
Yeah, dude, I'm like semi-retired.
Every year you
Like-
just like
You're
take
like Fyro.
another day off.
Yeah, I'm
until-
Fyro.
Can we make a T-shirt that says FIRO? Financially independent, retire old.
Mm-hmm,
Old fire.
You know, there's the fire thing.
Fire.
We
You're
will be
fired.
growing citrus once our greenhouse is put to up.
Yep.
Whenever that happens.
We're gonna put it up.
Not
anytime
now. It would like catch anything on fire. Put up
Right
in-
now, we could grow some citrus. Woo! It's stinking hot out there.
It's like 100 degrees every day.
Could I work at home in the type of business? Not. You know, I could, but I would just be on the phone all the time. So,
Yeah,
like,
fair
even
point.
though I'm off on Friday, I turn my
Yeah.
phone off because if I didn't, it would just ring all day.
You would be like
You
more
would be.
busy.
I think you're more productive when you get to go and focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with what I do and writing quotes and all that stuff. You
It's
just
really-
have to.
It's hard to focus.
You
in
have,
this
yes,
house.
it's very hard to focus here. You just have to go, and I close my door. When
Far
I'm not
away.
driving around and with customers, I am.
How hard is it to focus here?
Huh? Did you say something?
I know.
Squirrel. No. It's easy.
Somebody comes in screaming because he got
Bloody
stung by
murder.
a bee. Somebody comes in screaming because he got stung by fire ants. Someone comes in
Finish up every
screaming because
wow, someone comes.
They can.
I'm in construction sales, so I price stuff and build stuff, and well, I tell people. I price how to build stuff, and then I tell other people to do it, and then I make sure that they did it right.
It's very hard.
And then I'm very. I don't want to start talking about
Yeah.
flooring. I don't want to talk about my job.
Let's not talk about work. It's the weekend. All right. How's Matt's shoulder?
How's Matt's shoulder?
Are you
Um,
completely recovered yet?
I'm 100% recovered.
Yeah.
My,
100%.
my shoulder's been doing very, very well. I've been
Praise the Lord.
doing lots of exercises and everything, and now I've been able to lift 120 pounds above my head.
I would say that's pretty
How,
good.
how often do you work out in a week? Usually, if you're not working.
Every
then-
day.
Oh, do you work out?
I
every
work
day?
out every day. I work out every day, and then certain day, every other day. I try to do it. I would like to do it every other day, but I do it every day, so then I don't forget.
That's right. And if you do it every other day, and then you'd be like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it
Yeah,
today,
exactly.
and then you don't do it.
Yep. So.
He's itching his belly.
Your belly junior.
Stop.
All right, y'all. Well, it's been an hour. Has anybody got any pressing questions, concerns, thoughts?
Oh,
Anybody-
that timer went off a long time ago.
Oh,
I
that's
smell burning.
carrot. It better not burn.
Oh, excuse me. So we got a date. Have
Me
to wake
too.
up.
With
No, have
Destiny?
to- No, a date with Destiny. A date.
Yes,
Carry on, pony.
we got to
False.
get it.
No, I'm
Me and Texas
all
Mom
clean.
We're
I'm all
jumping on
clean.
the old side by side and
They're going
driving
on
to
a
the
date.
ranch. We going on a date.
Can I come?
Then it wouldn't be a date. All right, my fruit buddy.
You're gonna stay with stinky old us.
I think we're
I love this dude.
That
This
gets
is my
to
best
pop your
dude.
pimple.
You're
Yay!
gonna pop your pimples. Yay.
Great.
Okay.
He's Dr. Pimple Popper.
Great stuff.
How did it manage? Did it?
I got just
Oh, is
right.
it perfect?
What's
Is it
Carlos
perfectly
saying?
perfect. Working out every day plus heavy farm work. That's some hardcore stuff.
Stop.
Well, yeah, that was the other thing too. Like, you can work really, really hard, but you're just not. It's totally the opposite. I guess you could kind of like work out while you're doing your farm work, but it doesn't it doesn't target the right muscles and everything.
85 and 86. That's like
Long Lovin' Fam says,
Stinking.
is the siege on the southern border affecting you and your area? We specifically and exclusively chose Northeast Texas because it was
What is?
equidistantly, it was as far as we could get in Texas from the southern border. So
Although
We
I'm
did.
very partial to South Texas.
she loves South Padre, y'all.
Very partial.
And that is
It
very
doesn't-
close to
it-
the border.
It doesn't have to be
We
Padre.
visited
No,
the
I
border.
love all of south of Houston is my kind of place.
Hey, all you Houston
I love
peeps,
it.
I apologize, but Houston's is terrible. I'm sorry.
South of Houston.
You gotta be like 2 hours
spectacular.
no,
out.
like in 2 hours you're still in it.
West.
You gotta be like
I know
5
that
hours.
All
Houston
of that.
sprawl is like
Man,
is like
Never
And-
ends.
and
DFW sprawl.
You're just packing all the time. You don't have to worry about it. You're just
Double
packing.
packing.
Yeah. Where was I? Oh, I was in
Nugget.
town today,
Okay.
and I was at a store.
Oh yeah. I saw
Guy
that.
there, open carry,
Nice.
awesome. I just wanted to be like,
He
thank
was a
you.
little bit of a shady.
Thanks,
Thank
guy.
you.
He was more
He was.
I don't care how shady he is. I love to
He's-
watch people open carry.
It was awesome.
Most of the people that do
Super
open carry,
awesome.
they look kind
They're-
of shady and weird looking, but that's cool.
That's fine.
No, it was great. No, I was very.
I don't know if he was doing
Every
Comfort.
guy I've seen that's kind of open carry has been decent though.
Yes. Yeah.
A gun culture is a polite culture.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I think somebody
Or you
said
get shot.
it was very hot, 85 or 86.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
cold.
Me and Buddy just got out of the
No.
pond swimming, and the thermometer right there at the pond was 110. Just saying, that's what the thermometer said.
Well, that thermometer's broken.
That's a brand that was a brand new thermometer. I'm just saying.
110 where?
Laying
It
in
was
the sun.
laying on the
Oh,
ground
if it's
Yeah.
laying in the sun.
in the sun.
But
So I mean, it
86
said
is
100.
86.
The
is
water
like,
is 86 in the pond.
It's 86. It's 86.
That's a
at
walk in the
6
park.
o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
I mean, it's 86 in March. I don't know. Yeah, 86 is not. Yeah, it's kind of funny. My friend sent me a meme that said that
Dude, 86 is spring. It's just-
90 is like, oh, this is kind of
It's only
comfortable.
90, yeah.
It's like
It what? Man, it felt really hot today.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It
Yeah,
was
after
100
lunch, it was
degrees.
great. I mean,
yeah.
it's nice now that I'm working under some mature trees and everything. You go out there, it is like picking mulberries under a mulberry canopy. I mean, it is like air conditioned under there.
Yeah.
You just look up and
Yeah.
the fruits of your labors.
It's like a cool 93 degrees.
That would be a neat experiment to do. To take thermometer readings around a.
Yeah, and put it like underneath the tree and
Yeah,
then
that's it,
outside. Yeah, that'd be neat.
Texas weather has no rules. That's right. It is the Wild West.
Yep, tomorrow it could be like 70 or 60.
We had a swimming pool before, and we're working on a project that is yet to be revealed. And we have a pond, y'all. So technically, we don't
Swimming
need a
pond.
pool.
The
Large pond.
pool worked excellent the first year. We did a non-chlorinated pool. It was salt. Had the sand filter pump, big old sand filter pump. Our only mistake is we should have drained it. If you drain it every year, maybe there's other techniques.
Yeah.
But if you drain it every year,
And
it would
start over.
and start over. That was our problem. We let the water sit all winter long.
Oh, it's a bad idea.
And then that spring,
And
it was nasty.
Those put up
Oh.
pools that you just like put them up like that. Like you can't actually like fully drain them
Drain
out
them.
and clean
Yeah,
them.
that's
that's also hard part.
yeah.
Like, once they get
but
really
you gotta
dirty
like bucket
with
them all
algae.
out, and yeah, it's
Once
just,
they get really dirty, it's like almost impossible.
I'd rather fight the snakes and the snapping turtles and go swim in a pond than deal with that stuff.
I like swimming in the pond.
Yeah.
Yeah, Texas weather.
It
is-
stays pretty cold at the bottom.
It
of the
does.
pond.
You know what? Even if you're like, oh, I wonder what the temperature is in whatever city or town in Texas, don't believe it.
No,
Like if you look it up
never.
and it says it's like 93 degrees. If
No.
you're there, Texas 93 is not like the rest of the country 93.
No.
Texas 93
Feels more like 105.
Yes, it's like I want to die.
Yeah,
It's
literally,
like-
I want to die.
Slap your mama and I want to die all
Yeah.
at the same time. Like it's
Slap your mama,
so-
hit your daddy with a baseball bat. wanna
It's
die.
bad.
Leah Smith says, "Is it hard to find a doctor in Texas who takes patients who aren't vaccinated? Struggling with this in PA. I bet you are."
We actually have
I'm
one.
trying to stand up to what we believe, but it's getting harder. What
Oh, Tim.
Yeah.
You can,
flee!
yeah, this
Yeah.
you can move actually.
You
can
must
still do
flee. You can do that for now. It might catch
Yes.
all of us.
Yeah.
But
There's probably lots of states
I would walk to freedom.
But there is
that
lots
have
of states.
a lot more freedom than Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I would walk to freedom. Everybody's cracking up on your slap your mom and joke, Texas
It's
mom.
so bad. It's so bad. You're
Yeah.
like
And then
85?
try
no,
the
this
work.
is not 85.
Then
This
try
is
the, like-
Carlos wants to know if we'll ever get vaxxed.
Oh, this is personal. No, we're not taking. We're not.
Personal.
We're not answering all this.
I will.
Just making sure.
I'll answer that. I would rather somebody stink and chop my head off and kill me before I would ever get a jab of any kind or a microchip. Because you know why? Because I want
That's
to.
interesting.
I want to stand up for my rights so that everybody else doesn't need to. Get
You're
a
very
microchip.
opinionated.
So
You have a very strong opinion.
So, that's just
Son.
me. If they were gonna do that right now and march into my house, that's where I would be.
Carlos said exactly.
Exactly.
Practice your marksmanship.
Yep.
All right. Well, y'all, we are going to go on late
Yay!
We're gonna
without Junior.
eat all the carrot cake while they're gone.
It's got to cool down. By the time I get back, it'll be the
You
perfect
better
temperature.
save us a piece
It'll
of
be
carrot
like
cake.
this
Nope.
one.
Nope.
I'm in Houston and
Nope.
none of us.
See you, Curly Q. We'll see y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Lotus Blossom, Curly Q, Lala, Jennifer Chamberlain, Carlos, Pam,
Simply
Leonard,
Jan.
Simply Jan Divina, and the Keen crew, and Cheryl R, and Adriana Munoz, and Jacqueline Nicole, and Mr. Solus,
Mark Edwards.
the OG, and the original OG, Mark Edwards. Have a great night. It's in the middle of the night. Cash G, and long loving family. Enjoy your juicing. Get
Yeah,
healthy.
yeah.
And we will see y'all in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.